Hi guys, we're back with the E30 today. Sorry for the lack of updates. I've been pretty sick with what everybody's sick with at the moment. I've been working on it in my spare time, so it's taken a lot longer than I thought it would, but it's going really well. At this point, we're pretty much done with everything wrap-wise. I've just got a couple badges to put back on. I've just finished putting the trim on, and I got to put the mirrors back on, but I'll show you where we're up to. This is how we're looking currently. I am really happy with the colour. I reckon it's turned out really well, and it's honestly pretty close to the original Calypso rot. It's super metallic as well. I kind of like it. It looks very different in different lights. For example, on this light, on kind of a cloudy day, it's really metallic and more of a dark plum, whereas in broad sunlight, it kind of looks a bit brown, and then at night, it looks almost black. Yeah, I really love it. A few things that I've done since you last saw it are these rear bumpers down here. So the tops, the bottoms, and this textured part down here. This was a bit of a hassle, and I'm still waiting to see if it'll stay stuck down. It's lifted a couple times, but I've just post-heated it like crazy, and now it seems to be holding okay. These mirrors are also a bit of a pain. They're not perfect, but I'm happy with them at the moment. I'll probably go back and redo them at some point. Made up of a few pieces here. I don't know if you can see. The lines are pretty good. You can barely see them, but this is one piece, this is another piece, this is another piece here. Then the inside is another piece, and I think I used an extra piece here just because I wasn't happy with this corner. On the front, we've done the front bumper and underneath the front bumper, as well as along here, and these vents. Oh my goodness, I cannot describe how much of a pain these vents were. You can see a line here. I had to use quite a few pieces in here just because, I don't know, the way that this is curved and the amount of space that my hand doesn't actually fit in there to be able to wrap inside. Basically had to do one piece at a time going around here. I think this is one piece, this around here is one piece, and then this front edge is another piece along here. And while I was at it, I gave everything a pretty good clean along here. I resprayed all these, this, re-bolted it underneath, so now this hopefully definitely won't come off. The stock clips are pretty bad, especially when you're running fairly low. It clips on anything, this whole piece will fall off. That's what happened to my last one. It fell off and I ran over it, and it was in 3 different pieces on the side of the road. Another tricky part was the A-pillars. So we used some knifeless tape up here. We've got a seam running along here, you can see. Another seam along the back, and obviously it's the same on the other side. This was pretty tricky. Not necessarily this part, but down here, coming into here, and this part underneath here. This is 3 separate pieces, one piece here, one piece here. I think 3 pieces going along there, and then this center windscreen wiper was pretty tricky as well. I basically cut a circle around it and put another piece. I measured it. This is exactly 30 mil around. So I cut another piece and with that circle in it, and then cut a bigger circle, stuck that over the top, because I really wasn't happy with how it looked with the one piece. I just had like fingers coming up, and yeah, it was pretty gross. My washer squirters have still got to go back in. That's one thing I got to pick up from my friend's place that I left, as well as the spoiler. But that is it. The whole rest of the car is done, and I'll pull it out in a minute for you.